Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Penguins Collective podcast. We're live. We're going to wait a little bit for people to kind of fill in. We already have some people on YouTube, which is great. Welcome back, guys. We're back at it. We're
Whew.
back at it for another season. This is great. Angry Boot saying, coming in hot with saying, hey, we have a playoff spot right now, ladies and gentlemen. We do. We do have a playoff spot as of right now. Just want to let Brandon Reed, hello, 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 hello. Just want to let everyone know we are live on TikTok as well. We're
Kind of.
we're kind of live on TikTok just because what an interesting thing. Ben Hailstone, you're here early, just in time for the stand-up meeting. I appreciate you being here. But we are live on TikTok. So here's what I'm asking for some people. Can you go on TikTok real quick and just see if you can see me and everything is working? It's kind of crazy. Ethan joined. I see that on TikTok. Thank you. Perfect. I see it. So let me just tell you my woes, okay? My woes going into a TikTok. TikTok restricted our live access. Suspended our live access. Not suspended our account, suspended our live access. Because in order to go live on TikTok, you need over 50, no video on TikTok. Even me or Josh.
You're not. Yeah, it's black.
What the heck is going on?
I don't understand it. I don't understand the TikTok game. As a streamer and as a consumer.
I don't. This makes no sense, dude. I hear you, but I don't see you. Is it because Josh? I'm going to disconnect with you.
Okay.
Now, can you see me? Now, can you see me on TikTok? Or can you just hear me on TikTok? Yeah, it's all black. What's going on with TikTok, dude?
Is your camera settings on?
This is what I see.
Oh,
I
that's
see
weird.
myself. Only audio. Sorry, guys. What the poop?
That's lame.
Yeah, I'm struggling right now. So let me continue talking about my Brandon. Let me tell you about my woes here. So TikTok won't.
Brandon, welcome back.
Yeah, it did. It's been a hot minute. All right. So yeah, only hear you. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end the live. Congratulations. Shut up.
I feel lost.
TikTok is driving me bonkers. So, in order for me to go live using this, right, we want to use what you see right here on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, X, what you see right here, we want to put on TikTok. And in order to do that, you need over 50% of gaming videos on your profile. What? So I need to start playing video games and start uploading them on my profile picture, just in general. Oh my God, Josh, things are just not working right now.
Yeah, it's all right. Let's just roll with what we got. We'll make it work for the next game.
I know, but I'm not giving up here. I'm not giving up, ladies and gentlemen. But
Well, then
anyway,
what would you like to do? You tell
well,
me.
everyone's going to just watch me right now as I try to figure this out. Um, so it won't let me click live. I've closed the app 3 times. It won't let me go.
Yeah.
So I don't understand it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. And I know you guys are saying forget TikTok, and I hear you on that. Um, but we do have an audience on TikTok. So I'm not going to alienate them just because technology. So please, we're back live on TikTok. Go tell me if you see me. This would be great. I'm not going to invite Josh as a guest.
I see you
So
now. You're good.
okay, we're good.
You're good.
What was
You're good.
that about? Okay, anyway. Wow. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, TikTok was just as good as Rangers defense. That's pretty true. Armand. Sonny.
Can we carry over a bit from last season? Is that
Josh,
okay?
absolutely. Go ahead.
All right.
Please.
Welcome to
It's Crosby. Crosby on Kunitz and shot. Penguins win it. Sees part for Crosby to the goal. He scores.
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
And on Fane, the shot. He scores. Here's Crosby with a burst of speed up the middle. Gets up and scores.
You're a collective.
Andy Kyoto is beating Ninamaki. Finds it. What a show!
Yeah, fell right into that one. Fell right into that. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. The season is back. The Penguins are back. Thank you so much for joining. My name's Louie. That is Josh. We have been doing this podcast for about 4 years. This is our 5th season that we are doing the Penguins Collective. And for the last 2, we have been going live after every single Penguins game. That's 82 games. We have been going live right after. Every year we add something a little bit different. This year is going to be TikTok, but that's, you see how that already started.
Yeah.
So I just want to shout out a couple people: Sonny, Ethan, NES, Armand, Brandon, Brendan, Richard, Finn. Welcome. Welcome. I'm trying to get everyone. Finn says, hey, do you guys have any tips for me? I'm trying to start a sports radio. Here's what I'll say. Just start. Whatever you have, just start. So if you have your phone and that's the only thing you use to record audio, do it. Josh and I started where you didn't see our faces. We recorded once a week. Not even that. I think it was like every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks.
And I recorded in our bedroom closet.
And we just used our computers. So
Yep.
it was pretty much that. John Gorman says, what a game, boys. It was, John. It was a game. Finn, so what I would say is just start. I would say just start and be confident. It's going to be hard at first because you're not going to get a lot of viewers. But eventually you just stick to it, build a community, you'll
Nice.
be good where you're at. So
solid.
yeah. So there you go. Brendan, now no quotes tonight. I'm watching from my phone. All good, Brandon. Hey, we got a win for Frank tonight.
I feel like a jerk.
Why do you feel like a jerk?
His name's Brendan.
Yeah, Brendan.
I'm pretty sure I've been calling him Brandon.
Maybe I have too. But Brendan, we got a win for Frank tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I know you're going through it right now, but at least you can hold on to the Penguins being there for you during this rough time. I know Josh and I have already said it multiple times in this podcast, but hey, whenever we were down, whenever we were low, we had the Pittsburgh Penguins by our side, and I hope you got that tonight. All right, so Brandon says, who are they going to trade when Rust and McGroarty get back? I think with the waivers is going to be pretty filled there, or something's going to happen.
I don't know.
I think is good.
Tonight, I don't know. Ben Kindle looked pretty good. Is he gonna go past 9 games? Because everyone was kind of saying that he's going to just play 9 games and get back to CHL, so that way he doesn't burn up a year in his entry level contract. But if he's playing the way he's playing tonight, and that carries over throughout these 9 games, how do you not ignore the fact that he quite possibly make it the entire year? So I don't know.
I honestly think Ben Kindle stays all year. I think he has just proved that he belongs up there. He's outplaying. Honestly, I think he was outplaying Malkin tonight.
Malkin got 2 assists. He looked so good. What are you talking about?
No. That's what I'm saying. He was on that level. I think he was outplaying. I think he was a bulldog out there. I saw that tweet. I don't know from who. I liked Ben Kindle a lot tonight. I think he played really well. Brunick was a little shaky. But hey, listen, it's his first game. I'm not going to be harsh on an 18-year-old. I'm not going to be harsh.
I think he's 19, but
19, whatever. It's his first game. I don't want to make him seem like, he's done. We got to worry about him. No, I mean, there was there was some other defensemen that played a lot worse. What is my hair doing over there? I think Brunick had a little shaky start. I think he had a good start and then a shaky rest of the game. And then Kindle just looked good. He looked really good. He looked like he belonged up there. He was one of the fastest guys out there. Kindle, he surprised me. As well as in the chat, Ethan. Let me correctly pronounce his name that we've been butchering.
Is it correct?
I don't know, but he said it with such confidence, John.
I know.
So
I know he does.
We've been saying Silovs, pronouncing it. But the announcer today was saying Shilovs.
Yeah.
And then Watherspoon was what is it? Watherspoon?
Watherspoon.
And I'm like, what the heck is going on? We're just trying to sound things out. So I guess it's Shilovs, but whatever his name is, played phenomenal. I think he played really good. He stood where he needed to be. Positionally, he played really great. Not only that, Shilovs. So it is Shilovs. Okay. So Shilovs, he played great. And honestly, I just want to toot my own horn here. I called that we were going to start Shilovs from the moment we got him. Okay? Josh, can you back me up on that?
Yeah, no, you did. When we got the trade, we didn't have an episode then, but when we did our initial welcoming back episode going over the new additions, you said that by trading for Shilovs, it pretty much, like you said, we got our opening night goaltender. So you did call it, but I mean, kind of.
Don't take it away from me. Don't take it away from me.
Just because you were saying
I
that
said Murashov was going to be up there.
Yes, and that they were going to trade Jari, and that they were going to get Jari off the books. So technically,
Blomqvist is hurt right now. We don't know what the case will be when he gets back.
That's fair. That's
So
fair.
I just wanted to say, a lot of people are saying Ethan first career shutout. That is, let me throw his chat up there. That is correct. It's the hey, the Pens look good. The Penguins beat the New York Rangers obviously tonight, 3-0. Mike Sullivan did not get his revenge game like he wanted. I will say the first period looked really good on both sides. Really good
Yeah.
on both sides. I think the Rangers came out fast, strong. The Penguins came out fast, strong. I love the first line of being Crosby, Malkin, Letang, Brunick, Kindle. Very nice. And then, I mean, I don't know what's going on with the announcer saying, like, this is the last time these guys are going to be starting opening night. I was like, all right, geez.
Yeah, well, because everyone, I mean, Malkin, they said that we're not renewing Malkin.
Right. I mean,
So
that's
this the last opening game? But then, I mean, I put it in the Discord. I don't know. I may be cheesy, but
boy.
in those 5, you have the past, present, and future. And it's perfect. It was perfectly set up.
Yeah,
You have the past with the big 3, the present with all 5, and the future with Brunick and Kindle. So good.
I agree. I think it's very nice. But I hope that's the only like nostalgic thing we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, move on. Hey, I want to play hockey because I just had this conversation with Josh before we went live. That looked like a competitive hockey team if I've ever seen one. So,
Yep.
granted, when we saw all these moves, we were like, okay, the tank for McKenna is on. Everything's ready to go. Look at this. We're keeping Jari. Everything's great. We're going to tank for McKenna. And then the Penguins play like that. The Penguins play with eagerness. They're coming out guns a-blazing. That doesn't look like a team that's going to tank. Now, before you type, it's the first game. I understand this. We have 81 more games to go. I am aware. But I'm trying to figure out what the narrative for the Penguins is this year. Are we going to be competitive and try to make a wild card spot? Or are we just stuck in this not getting the first round draft pick, but not making the playoffs, the 10th pick, and we're going to be like that for a while until we get our feet under us? I don't know. It's the first game. Comments. John Gorman says Shilovs was the anti-Jari tonight. Looked composed and wasn't rattled. 100%. He looked calm, didn't panic, especially when the pucks. A couple bad passes from our defenseman was kind of going right in front of the of Shilovs. Didn't panic, stayed where he needed to be, and he looked composed throughout the whole entire night. I agree.
He's got championship pedigree. I mean,
He does, yeah.
You know, as silly as it is, it's with the AHL, but he knows what it takes to win. I'm excited for him. Honestly, I was not super thrilled about the move because I thought we already had good goaltenders and young goaltenders that were supposed to be taking that next step. Mm-hmm. But Shilovs kind of leapfrogs them now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess we have to wait another year for Miroshov. I mean, I'm fine with it. Let him, I mentioned it in a different episode that we did. Hey, let him get his reps in AHL. Let him dominate.
Yeah,
that's fine. Then next year we'll come up with Miroshov and Shilovs. That's fine by me.
I think when Joel Blomqvist gets back, I think Dubas is put in a weird spot. Because
100%.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's already in a weird spot with the goaltending, but he's even in because you want to start, you want to get reps for Blomqvist, but you also like Shilov's just proved that he's good. He's good to go. And when Dan Muse was asked about the starting goaltender, he was just like, "Yeah, we took a look at everything and realized he was the best guy for the job." I feel like they knew that from day one, but just the political answer of being like, we took into account, Jari sucking all last year and
Do you
realized
think?
Shilovs was the guy.
Do you think the game, like tonight's game being against the Rangers and Mike Sullivan, had anything to do with it? Because we talked about it. I don't think it was on air, but we talked about it. How
Saying Mike
Sullivan's
knows. Yeah.
Sullivan knows Jari's weaknesses. He knows how to poke holes and get goals against him. So he probably was. Dan Muse is just playing mind games with Mike Sullivan. Day of saying, "Yep, we're going to put Shilovs in. Jari's going to be the backup."
I'll counter that argument by a good coach would plan for both goaltenders, and then secondly,
sure,
the whole entire NHL knows Jari's weaknesses, so it's not like a surprise that. And I'm not saying that condescendingly. I do believe that everyone knows Jari's weaknesses. Glove side, high. I mean, I that's off top of the dome. If you watch footage on him, he's just not solid, not reliable. I think they had plans for both. I think it didn't matter. And to answer Josiah's message there, are the Rangers going to be that good of a team? I don't want to be pessimistic, but I think they're going to be better than the Penguins.
Yeah, they're a fringe playoff team.
They're going to be really fighting for a wild card or a playoff spot. So this was just a bad sample size, and that's just what it is. Could we be better than the Rangers? I don't know now. I don't know because the Penguins looked really good tonight. Granted, it's game one. Not getting our hopes up. This is just something that's just, hey, what are we doing? Brendan says, all right, guys, getting ready to leave my grandma's. I'll see you later. Hey, Brendan, thank you for stopping by while Brendan, sorry. Hey, you take all the time you need, and we'll message you in the Discord. Thanks for stopping by. Brendan, they can't send Shilovs down. He has to clear waivers, which he won't. Right. That's where I mean in the hard spot of Dubas is in. I think it's either Jari or Blom that's getting moved.
But my fear, so let's just play the game of if you put Jari back on waivers and he clears and he's in Wilkes-Barre, are you going to now bury Miroshov?
What do you mean?
Who's starting in Wilkes-Barre if Jari clears waivers and is sent to Wilkes-Barre?
I don't think he's getting sent down. I think he's getting moved. I've been saying this from day one.
If he's getting moved, he would have been moved by now.
I don't think so. I think they're waiting to see Shilovs. I think they're waiting to see if Shilovs is reliable, and if he's not, then it's you're having a backup while having a backup right now. Take advantage of that. If I'm Dubas, I'm like, okay, I have 3 goalies. I'm ready to go. I want to see who's competitive. Shilovs look good. Now, you could argue it's the Rangers. It's not like he's facing McDavid or McKinnon out there. We don't know how he's going to respond to that. Now, if he does well while Blomqvist is out, Jari's sitting back up. As soon as Blomqvist comes back, I say you deal him for future considerations to a team that needs a goaltender.
Jari, that is.
Jari. Blomqvist is your backup. Blomqvist will get some reps here and there. Miroshov is the main guy in Wilkes-Barre. He gets his confidence up. Now, does Shilovs prove himself? That's a whole nother conversation down the road. But you got your future goaltending. But I'm telling you, he's getting moved. That's my gut feeling. And I don't think now what Brandon is saying, I don't think they could send. Here, let me just throw it up.
Yeah.
I don't think they could send Jari down either. Too many veteran contracts down there as is. We will have to do a trade somehow. That's very similar to what I said in our last episode. You can't have Graves down there that's making 4.5. You can't have Jari down there making 5. It's just unbelievable. And not only that, you have too many guys in Wilkes-Barre as it is right now. So
team's going to be good.
You're forced to make a decision. Are you going to continue with Blomqvist or are you going to continue with Jari? Shilovs, Shilovs is the guy in Pittsburgh. That's what I said in our last episode. He's the consistent factor. He's the constant. What is it? The whatever you want.
The constant. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's a constant. So that means he can't move. So it's either Jari or Blomqvist, and I honestly believe he's going to get moved. I think he's going to get traded for literally a high five and a bag of chips. I think it's future considerations to literally anyone who wants him, and then they could put him on waivers if they want. I don't care as long as that $5 million a year gets shipped off to another team. Richard goes, how's he going to move? Jari is a below average goalie with a bad contract. There isn't a Cleveland Browns of the NHL that would be dumb enough to take on that contract. I would agree, but a lot of people would like him in the system.
They're there's teams that are goalie desperate.
Yeah. There's some goalies that got put on waivers already for assignment to the AHL that, whatever the case may be, some NHL team might take a chance on him, especially if they have enough. Toronto. I was just thinking of Toronto.
Yep.
I could see Tristan Jarry getting traded to Toronto for future considerations. That's it. Honestly, yeah, Sharks. Literally,
No,
they have
Sharks.
teams. They have teams. They have goalies.
Well, not only that, it's Nedeljkovic.
Oh, yeah.
They
That's right.
they would
How
not
funny
they would
would
not
that be?
they would not now trade for Jari, and then you get Jari and Nedeljkovic.
That's true. That's right.
Sharks are
Nedeljkovic-
a goalie desperate team, but they're not going to try and recreate our goalie tandem from last year.
That would be hilarious. So please do it.
Yeah.
No, I honestly think Jari's on the move. Otherwise, why wouldn't he have started today? I think he's literally just keeping the bench warm. Oilers just signed Ingram, so they were desperate for goalie. Not anymore. Armand. So I will say Jari is just keeping the bench warm for Blomqvist. And until Blomqvist gets back, Jari's getting dealt for nothing.
Yeah.
Or, this is what I threw out there. This is just my hopeful thinking that, if we were to make a trade, whatever, Carlson, right? I know we've always been asking for a Carlson trade just because of the contract and how the Penguins are not winning this year. Put them together. Figure out a team who could, just put them together and make a deal.
No one's going to want that much cap.
Josh, what are you talking about? That's like $40 million.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally 15 a year that you'd have to consider. But
NES says, I didn't know Ned went there. That is true. We did trade him
Off-season
for
trade.
a 4th round draft pick, I think it was, or a 3rd
later,
round draft pick.
no, we traded for Shilovs for a 4th. I think we got like a 5th or a 6th for
Sure. It was
Ned.
nothing. It was really nothing. It was just to move him. Armand, because he sucks.
yeah.
Oh, Ingram.
Yeah.
Ingram. You're responding to Ingram. Connor McDiscount. I'll talk about that in a second, dude.
This Mike Sullivan rolling in his head coach office, knowing he just got beat by 2 teenagers. Not only 2 teenagers, Brandon, but a first-time head coach. First-time NHL head coach. He outcoached him tonight.
Sure.
The line changes, the line manipulation, the everything.
I feel like we're jumping to headlines here. We're jumping to conclusion with headlines because we want to make sure. Wow, Mike Sullivan lost. First of all, he got fired. I don't understand how we're treating Mike Sullivan like this. I know he should have been fired years ago. That's what everyone is saying. But he got fired. He didn't leave because he wanted to do. He left because he wanted to be competitive now. That was exactly the kind of statement that Dubas put out. So why are we upset with Mike Sullivan? I'm genuinely asking. Why are we upset?
No,
with him?
I'm not upset with Sullivan. It's just there's the, I don't know, bitter ex-girlfriend, you just want to be better than the ex. So even though it was a mutual, quote unquote, mutual parting of ways,
Right.
Uh,
I mean, we all know it was a firing, but
yeah. I don't know. I think it's just you, and then he goes to a rival. I think that's part of it too.
well,
So
okay. Yeah, that's
so
true. I mean, that is true. He was in the Metro.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just as bad as if I shouldn't say just as bad, but it's like one notch down from Philly. So I don't know.
That is true. Now, Brandon, I'm going to argue this really quick. He got fired because there would never be two teenagers on the opening night roster. Here's where I'm going to say that's a lie. He started McGroarty last year, and McGroarty did not play well, and he got sent down. And that it was to prove his own point, because I know what you're going to say. Dubas forced that on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. But then he was proven right, though, because that's exactly what Mike Sullivan didn't want. A young gun just to make the roster's sake. And then McGroarty didn't even play well, and he got sent back down. And that just proved Mike Sullivan's point. And if that shows anything, it means that Mike Sullivan wanted guys to make an immediate impact. But then, how do you think Mike Sullivan feels when you got Ben Kindle and Brunick starting the lineup and they're making an impact? I'm sure if Mike Sullivan was a Pittsburgh Penguin coach right now, he would have started Ben Kindle and Brunick. I think he would have, if they made the immediate impact as Ben Kindle has. Now, we went out and got a couple guys that are older and all that stuff. He would have probably wanted to trade some players to get people now, but that's not what Dubas wanted. So I understand why we don't like the Rangers. Mike signed with the Rangers, the Rags. The Rangers like 5 days later. True. And here's another thing. This was I made the same thing. And my defense for Mike Sullivan continues when he's not even our head coach.
Yeah, honestly.
I told you I would take a bullet for Mike Sullivan, and I still feel that way sometimes. Listen, the dude was one of the best coaches in the NHL. Of course he was going to get a job. It sucks that it's in the Metro. I don't like that it's in the Metro. I think that's that's what like a salty ex-girlfriend does.
Yeah.
So that's where I get the feeling of like, okay, you didn't have to go to New York.
Exactly. There were other openings that he could have went to.
I think like one other one, but yeah. But it was literally
everyone knew that was coming. Everyone knew that was coming.
100%.
So they didn't have to.
As soon as they fired the Penguins fired Mike Sullivan, everyone knew it was like he's a New York
Rangers.
Everyone knew that. So I'm not trying to defend Mike Sullivan. All I'm saying is, why are we hating Mike Sullivan? He did what was best for him. We did what we thought was best for us. Now, we beat him. Ha ha ha. You can suck it. Go ahead. You could suck it. You lost. Yep. Adam Clare on YouTube just said it.
Yeah.
It's because he's a Ranger now. 100%. And that's where I'm like, yes, that's right. We can rag on him because he's a Ranger now. Get it.
But he's still going to get a tribute video. He's going to get a standing ovation.
Correct. When
he comes back to Pittsburgh, 100%. Mm-hmm. And if he doesn't, I got some questions because it should be that way. He helped us win 2 Stanley Cups. He's what is he? Top 2, top 3?
Number 1 coach in
number
the
one. Okay,
history. Yeah,
number 1. I knew he got to 400 wins or something like that. So
number 1 for wins. That's a massive thing, and he deserves the recognition. My thing is, here's my take. I'm very, Ben. Wow, dude, how dare you? Wow, let's just throw that up. Louis, Judas wasn't that bad of a guy. Wow, making me feel horrible. I'm defending someone, and the pastor is like, yeah, screw that guy. Nice church you go to, Josh.
Josiah's calling for Carlson's head earlier, but yeah.
Well, I mean, he's just spitting facts. Your pastor's sending accusations, all right? Oh, yeah, that is true. That did make me laugh. Brandon says that they signed Sherry to a PTO even though a handful of rookies outplayed him in camp. That's Mike Sullivan.
2-year deal. A 2-year deal.
Yeah,
That's
listen,
crazy.
Listen, did Mike Sullivan make questionable calls? For sure. I'm just saying, like, okay, he's gone. Let it go. Like, we beat him. Yeah, that's great. We beat him. No need to be like, Mike Sullivan's a piece of crap. It's like, dude, he helped us win 2 cups. I get it.
No one's saying he's a piece of crap. It's just
Josh,
we're saying
you are.
no. We're just saying that
Ben
we're
is
very
comparing
glad
him
we
to
beat him.
Judas. I just said I don't get the Mike Sullivan hate, and it's not just here. It's on Twitter. If you go on Twitter, you're gonna see a lot of it where it's like Mike Sullivan. Now it's rooted in a lot of changes, but it doesn't matter. Mike Sullivan's not our coach anymore. Dan Muse. Did he outcoach him? I think he played the guys that beat him. I honestly believe that this was a goaltending battle. This wasn't about coaching or skill. Shilovs and Shesterkin was just really good tonight.
Yeah.
And yeah, was there bad defensive plays? Was there opportunities? 100%. But goaltending, Shesterkin made some good saves. Shilovs made some great saves. That was the story tonight. And I know Ben Kindle, Brunick, yes, that's the story going into the game. But if we're just taking this game at its face value, this is a goaltending battle. And it proves Shilovs is the guy going forward in my eyes.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're wrong in saying that. I think it could be a combination of the two. It can be a goaltending battle. It could be a coach battle. It could be all in one, and that's kind of what makes hockey great. Is that it's so fluid in the fact that like
Brandon,
you have.
I agree. I'm not arguing the Sherry.
You have to make decisions on the fly, and there was one that if you watch our episode about Dan Muse, what our expectations were for him coming into the season, Louis made a great point. Like one thing that like you were going to keep an eye out on him was on the bench. Is he going to be fiery? Is he going to go after the refs? Is he going to say anything on a bad call? I saw him mouth off a few times, which I like seeing because all the videos that I've seen from him seems like the type of guy where he's just not going to do that.
Yeah.
Just doesn't seem like that type of guy. But this time, I like it, and just shifting a little bit, but also staying on track. The Penguins putting out behind the scenes video of Dan Muse and Kyle Dubas telling Brunick and Kindle that they made the initial roster.
Yeah.
And he just seems like a good dude. And honestly,
that forehand backhand.
Give me more of that content, Pittsburgh, because that's what we need. That's what we need. More of that behind the scenes, maybe a little better captions, but other than that, fantastic. Yeah. Keep doing that. Better than Mike Sullivan's one last year of with Rucker.
I mean, I would say equally a little bit of cringe, just because like you could tell they were acting a little bit. Sorry, Kindle and Brunick. It was literally like
they're trying to set it up to make it seem like
it was a little
cut.
awkward. It was I know what was that about?
Like, I loved it. That's what I would do too.
But it was just so funny because I'm sure Brunick and Kindle were like, "Why are the cameras in here if I'm gonna get cut?" Well, you could tell. First of all, I loved Kindle's reaction. That kid is just excited to be here, and I love that. Brunick was just like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Kindle was like about to cry, and I'm like, yes, I want to say, be grateful you're here. Be grateful. I love that. And I'm not saying Brunick's not grateful. I'm just saying I like to see emotion from the rookies. Anyway, I did like that. It was so funny to me when I was watching that because Kyle Dubas was like, yeah, just so you know, like we're trying to put the best team together possible. And we got to make some hard decisions.
Yep.
We got to make some hard decisions. And I'm going to give it to Dan here. and he could give it. I'm like, why are you doing it to this kid? Like, just tell him he made the roster.
Yeah.
Don't like say we traded you to Vancouver. Like, there's no need to like set that
Yep.
up. But it was good. Dan Muse. I felt like Dan Muse was like, dude, take it easy on this. He made the roster. Like, don't worry about it. But anyway, I do
Yep.
like that kind of content, which is different. Mike Sullivan's was, you could tell he did not want to do that, which is
Correct.
a very Mike Sullivan thing. But Dan Muse, let's shift from Mike Sullivan because he's no longer our coach.
Yes, please.
But no
Please.
ill will for Sully. He's just the coach of a current team. He deserves cheers, but the future perfectly well put. This is well put. Just let's cap this right here. Patrick C. No ill will for Sully. He's just not the coach for the current team. He deserves cheers, but the future is more important than dwelling on the past. I agree. Perfect. Let's tie it with a bow. Boom, bop, boom. Let's move on. Let's talk about Dan Muse. Dan Muse is a good coach. I thought he did really good tonight. Like Josh said, I saw him chatting it up with Malkin, which is very interesting. Very good contrast. Not taking a shot at Sullivan, but you would never see that. Sullivan does not talk to the veterans. In fact, he doesn't talk to any players. He allows the assistant coach to make those calls. To make those calls. But it was Muse that was talking to, I think it was Tomasino or Novak right next to Gino, and he was talking to both of them, encouraging them.
I think who's
I don't know who was
18?
18 was Novak. Or is that
was it-
Dewar?
16. No.
It's
I
a
think
teen.
yeah, I think
It's
it
a
was
teen.
18, and I think it was Brageau.
Whatever. I
Yeah.
didn't know who it was. Anyway, they were talking. That's the main point. Is that they were talking, and yeah, it was great to see. I saw him mouthing off. I think he was dialed in just as much as everyone else on that bench, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see more from Dan. I think he's going to get comfortable in the position, and I think he's going to be really good. Ben Kindle was 80% in the face-off dot tonight. Yes, dude.
Perfect.
What a surprise that he started the power play. Which
No, he was power play too.
they started him off.
Well, yeah,
after-
because it was Crosby's line who was out when the power play
Right.
happened.
But he could have easily just put him out there. But I know he's tired and all that.
Fair.
Anyway,
Fair.
all I'm saying is Ben Kindle started off. He did really good against in the face-off. That's what I'm saying. Ben Kindle has proven to me that he can make this NHL. 16 is Brageau. So then 18 is either Dewar or I don't have my phone
18
available.
is Novak then.
18 is Novak. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ethan. But Ben Kindle proved to me that he's the guy. He's going to be our future. Now, hopefully we get McKenna too. That'd be nice. Kendall, McKenna.
I don't know. Now I don't care. I don't want to keep dwelling on what might be
Relax.
if we can win now. Let's just do it.
We're not winning with this roster. I'm telling you that right now. We're not
We're not
winning
getting
with-
McKenna with this roster either.
I know. See, that's what gets me mad about this. Everyone is
okay,
on two
but
sides.
here's the thing. No, we're stuck in old hockey mindset here, where the percentage was greater if you finish dead last. The
I
percentage
understand what you're saying.
is not as great as it used to be. So
But that's
why
not
even?
what I'm saying.
No, I understand, but what I'm saying is it doesn't matter if we finish dead last. Like we're not getting him. It's just not going to happen. I'm telling you, we're not going to win the lottery this year. So even if we finish dead last, we're not getting it. It's
How
just
funny would it be? Because the last time that the draft got all shaken up
21
was-
years ago.
Yeah, was Crosby. Okay?
Yes. 21 years before that was Mario Lemieux.
Lemieux.
It's
How
21
funny-
years every
How funny
every
would they
time.
be if like we're changing the format? It's the last 3 teams that get the lottery, or they do like the mathematic, but everything else is just when you fall into place, and the Penguins fall in the bottom 3.
No.
Brandon Reed, Louis, a Debbie Downer. How am I Debbie Downer? What did I say?
Tank for McKenna.
Oh,
After a win.
No, that's what I was trying to open up the live with, which is, what are we doing? Because our fan base was split into two camps: tank for McKenna, or we're going to be competitive. Because that's what Dubas has said both times. Either we're going to, he never said rebuild, he never said tank, but he said it's going to take a minute before we get competitive. So everyone interpreted that as a tank. And then you also, when he said competitive, everyone's like, okay, so we're going to go trade and get ready for people to play now. Where are those camps now, dude? Because after tonight, everyone's like, are we good? Like, are we a good hockey team? Are we going to try to do something? So no one has said, and I was watching carefully for this reason tonight after we had a really good first period. No one talked about tanking for McKenna. No one. It was all like, I really like Ben Kindle, or Brunick looks great. All that. So
because you don't look at other women when you have one. That's why.
Yeah. Well, guess what? And here I was being like, let's stay faithful. Let's get competitive. And everyone's like, Louis, you don't know. There's no way. Crosby already has his 3 cups. You know, that's what I was being told in the chats. Oh, Louis, you don't understand. Crosby has his success. Oh, it doesn't matter about him. Oh, we're not trying to get competitive. We're trying to build for the future. That's what
we still are,
told.
though.
Not when we got a freaking supermodel in Ben Kindle.
We're doing both, which is exactly what Dubas has been saying. Like, you've said it. That Dubas is talking out of both sides of his mouth. And he's actually backing it up. He is doing it. We are winning right now.
Well,
we are winning.
All,
we are winning right now.
Attention, because I said we should stay faithful. So you're not listening.
We are winning now, but also at the same time, we are building for the future. We had 3 first-round picks last year. Kindle looks great. Horcroft is, I think, outscoring McKenna in the NCAA right now.
Okay, we'll just okay.
It doesn't matter. Still doing it. Still doing it.
Brazeau
has more goals than McDavid right now.
Talk 2 years for $12 million. What is Brazeau's contract? Build a statue for him. Listen. We need to stop this conversation because we're getting in dangerous territory. It's one game. We've only played one game, and we're already talking whether we're going to tank or going to compete. Guys, we could suck for the next month, okay? So yeah. I'm not trying to fall into this trap that I set up myself. I know you are. I know you're like, hey, I think we're going to make the playoffs. Don't you do that.
Let's get the parade going.
Yeah. Don't you spark hope in this chat? Now I'm going to be calling Debbie Downer again. Judas. Listen, I'm one being realistic. Anyway, last season it was tank for Hagens. Now Hagens is going back to college. And our 11th overall pick, thank you, which everyone said was a reach, is possibly playing the season with the Pens. I agree. I'll give little brownie points to Dubas here, because I was like, why did we pick Ben Kindle over Eklund, my guy? Shouldn't we have picked Eklund? Now, Eklund is where? Where is he at? Do you know? Do you know where he landed?
I don't know. Who
cares? All we know is
right. Tampa?
I don't know, somewhere. But Ben Kindle is a good surprise. It was a good surprise. Josiah, no, we are not planning the parade. We're not. Stop. Everyone just stop. Everyone. Look, Brandon, Josiah, planning the parade. We're going all the way. Armand, thank you for bringing some reality into this chat. Everyone just relax. Guys, we have 81 games left. 81 games left. I don't think the Penguins are going to make the playoffs.
Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl in
Oh.
February. We're going to win the Stanley
The
Cup in
Pirates are
June.
going to sell their team, and they're going to get good again.
City of Champions again.
Swing Lord Stanley, Donnie's Carson Street, Southside. Oh boy! All right, but let me talk about people that really impressed me, even though we're not going to make the playoffs. Okay, I really liked Novak. I really liked Novak tonight. Obviously, Ben Kindle. Yeah, we talked about that, but Lizotte looked good. He was out there chasing pucks in corners. Novak looked good. Josh, comments on that or?
Sorry, I was just reading. You mean 81 wins left?
Yeah, I know. Going undefeated. Eklund was picked by Islanders. He's still in Europe. Oh, nice.
See, everyone is like.
I wouldn't want to play for Islanders either, though. I guarantee you, if he was drafted by the Penguins, he'd be like, play with Sidney Crosby? Yeah. Who's he going to play with the Islanders? No one. No one. It doesn't even matter. I'm
They have
delusional
someone,
Pens fan, so
right?
bring the cup, guys. Listen, if you get ready to watch, all right. Listen, look at all these messages and on the chat. Okay, wait until our Friday's episode come out. You're gonna see how delusional our Discord is. Okay, look at all these people saying, "Bring the cup home, bring the cup home." Just wait. Just wait. Just wait until you see how delusional our fans. Yeah, Barzal.
Yep. Okay, so people who surprised me.
Yeah, let's get to the point.
Honestly, for me, it was all the new guys. Like I feel like Lizotte, Tomasino, Achari, like those guys, they're playing the same game, they essentially played last year.
Okay.
But
Well,
Novak, like you said,
Dewar.
Dewar was
You didn't
okay.
like Dewar?
I saw your tweets about Dewar. I mean, he's a fourth line guy. He's playing his role. He's doing good. But I mean,
We like Josh.
I like Mantha. I like Brazo. I thought they played well. Koivunen did pretty good, hanging up there on the top line.
I know. I have a comment on that.
Oh, okay.
Well, go ahead.
But
Keep on talking.
oh, okay. But I kind of like the fact that we're essentially 3 lines deep now. Now, are we 3 lines deep to the level of 16, 17? No. No, we're not. But we might.
This is what happens when one game goes through our heads. Everyone's like, is this 16, 17? The Penguins
No,
going back to back.
you're twisting it. That's not what I said.
I know.
I said we are not at that level, but it's nice to see middle of the line, like middle 6, if you will, be better than like actually be competitive as opposed to just the top line being the only one that does anything.
Okay, Josiah's spamming with questions. Thank you for keeping us back on track. But
Well, do you want to make your comment about Koivunen?
yeah. I honestly, after tonight, I would love to see how Kindle plays with Sid. I would love
but
to
he
see
was
how
just
Kindle...
dominating the face-off circle.
Okay.
So you're going to make him a winger?
No, I want to see him score. I want to see him set up Sid.
Yeah,
I want to see him set
sure.
up Rax.
I get that.
100%. No, I know.
But if he's dominating the face-offs, we need that. We need that too.
Okay.
Who you putting in the third face-off circle?
I understand that, but if I'm using my simple brain, I want points more than face-off wins. So I understand, but I would love to see how he plays with Sid. I would love to see that. Don't put him with Malkin. I feel like everyone who gets on
So
that
do you-
second line
do you do
get
Russian
sucked in.
combo, Koivunen and Malkin?
I would like to see Koivunen in the second line. I could see that. Because I thought he did well last year when he played with Malkin. So put Koivunen on the second line, put Kindle up on the first line until Russ gets back, which is going to answer Josiah's question. I I think you do that, and then you see how you could play around. Do you move racks down, and then to continue your point about being 3 lines deep, but putting Kindle up and getting success with Sid? I would like that. But
No. I think Armand and I are on the same page. You keep Kindle at the third line center, so now you have
play on the Broadway.
three centers deep, and you're good to go. Shuffle the wingers as you wish around them. Technically, I wanted the third line center to be Novak.
We could still move around. That's my point. Like, I think
Yeah.
I just want to see Kindle. I want to see Kindle more. I think, Josh, I'm tired of reading these paperbacks. I want to see a Kindle.
Oh my gosh.
It's good. I said in my last episode, I think.
You're still rolling with it.
I think it's good. We need to make it happen. How do we
right.
figure that out? I don't know how you could make hockey and books kind of connect there, but I don't know. Josiah will come up with something. Line combos, that's what we're talking about. But so I think he likes it. First of all, look at his reaction. Wow, everyone's laughing. See? Josh, I think it's... Yeah, he's right. Time to end the stream. I 100% agree.
That's what I mean. I don't know if that was a good one.
I thought it was good. Maybe I'm... but guys, that'll probably do it for this stream. We have, obviously, Thursday's game. Let me end this. Hopefully. Hold on. Sorry. All right, we're off.
What are you ending?
TikTok. End of TikTok.
Oh.
Thursday, speaking of the Islanders, they are coming into town, and that's our home opener. 7 o'clock, we go live right after. And Josh, do you have any more comments?
No. I expect us to go 2-0. We're gonna. What is going to be your prediction though?
For the game?
Shilovs or Jari? Do you ride it?
Ride it.
Ride the high hand?
Ride it.
Got a day off in between. It'll be all right.
He just played in the AHL where they play like twice in a day.
4 games in a row. Yeah,
I know. So he's fine.
Yeah.
That's what I never understood about their like, hey, do we play them or do we not? I'm like, these guys are playing like every single day.
Yeah,
So,
but now it's the NHL. It's harder.
No, they have a jet that gets them there quicker. Like AHL, they still take a bus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, what did you think? Like, oh yeah, fine. And I'm pretty sure, what was it last year? Who said that? Was it Blomqvist? Was like, oh yeah, Mike, I'm used to playing back to back, so I'm fine.
No, it was Ned.
It was Ned. It was Nedeljkovic.
Yeah.
It was Nedeljkovic
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah, because we were riding him at the end of the year.
Right. That's right.
Like every game. And he was like, I played 3 games in a row
See, I miss Ned's
in AHL.
honesty, where he was like, this is easy compared to the AHL.
Yeah, got him kicked out.
It did. It absolutely did. Ethan, you're fine. Yeah. So we're going to go live. We're going to still try to work out. Hey, it's the first game of the season. We're still trying to figure out how to do this. As you can see, we were a little struggling with the technology here, but we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you joining us. Don't forget, our episode comes out Friday. Friday morning. Make sure you watch it, comment. We also have an episode that came out today. So go watch it, comment, subscribe, do all the things you need to do. This episode is brought to you by Rogue Energy. Make sure you go to rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective. Use promo code TPC10 for 10% off your entire purchase. They have new shakers, a new hydration flavor, which is citrus. Oh, Josh, look at you go. Is that you?
Why doesn't it do anything?
Oh, you probably turned off reactions. Anyway, go to rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective. Use TPC10 for 10% off your purchase. They have a new flavor. They have a new chill flavor. If you like to wind down at the end of the day, and it's kind of It's basically like melatonin, but not melatonin. I don't know how to explain it.
Melatonin makes you sleep.
Yeah, it does. It winds you down.
Well, no,
It's
like
not putting you to
melatonin,
sleep.
like
Yeah, I know.
like
It's not.
melatonin puts you to sleep.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like melatonin, but it is. It gets you tired, but it doesn't put you to sleep.
But it's confusing when you say it's not. But
Okay,
it is.
Josh, I'm sorry. I don't know the other. I don't know. It's like drugs. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I don't know.
Not that.
Yeah, Josh took it away. But episode's brought to you by Rogue Energy. It's also brought to you by Third Assist Hockey Company. Go to thirdassist.com and use TPC10 for 10% off your purchase. Some really cool gifts if you have a hockey fan in your life that really wants old school stuff like those gloves in the back. You can get those. It's a lot of cool vintage stuff, so make sure you go
Red
to
Wings wearing them.
thirdassist.com. The Red Wings were wearing it, yeah, when they announced the new jersey, which is pretty cool. Had a hand to play in that, which I thought was really, really fun. But that'll do it for this stream, guys. We'll see you on Thursday, or go to our social media pages, all at Pens Collective. Make sure you give us a follow. And that's pretty much it. Josh, we'll see them in the next episode. And as always,
Let's go Pens.
It's Crosby. Crosby on track.